What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and thank you for clicking on this video. If this audio sounds a little echoey, it's because unfortunately my mic literally just broke, so you're gonna hear some echo because I'm here in the room and it just sounds very differently without a mic. Alright, but let's go ahead and get into this review for Shang-Chi. So if you've seen the trailer, then you know it's Shang-Chi who's living in San Francisco, who's running away from his past, who ran away from his past, and then his father actually ended up finding him once again once he's all grown up. So then his past kind of comes back to bite him. What I really like about this movie is that this movie is relatable, especially to people who come from other ethnicities, who have different cultural backgrounds, who come here and they live in the US, and then who have really strict parents. It's those parents who they're so prideful of wherever they come from, and they're just not willing to give up anything. And not that it's a bad thing, I mean, it's cool to keep your traditions, but they don't really let their kids explore. They just will not let their kids be who they want to be. They want them to be who they are, you know? It's not the theme of the movie. I'm just saying, like, it has a little bit of that. And also that the setting is in San Francisco. I mean, that's right in my backyard, the Bay Area. I'm like 10, 15 minutes away. All I gotta do is cross the bridge and I'm there. And coincidentally, I was at the scene, that scene where you see in the trailer where the bus is losing control, where Aquafina is driving it, the bus crashes with this other garbage truck or something in front of the Ghirardelli Square. Yeah, I was there coincidentally, but I didn't know it was Shang-Chi at the time. But anyway, getting to the story is good. It starts out well, but then it kind of comes down to the execution, and it's where the movie kind of fails a bit, because it starts out well, then towards the middle, it starts to slow down, and you could feel it slow down. Like, you're watching it and I'm just like, okay, it needs to pick up somewhere or another. It needs to pick up because we were doing so well, and now it's like, okay, let's get things rolling here. Also, it really lacks some character development because we have a lot of flashbacks. These flashbacks are spread out from beginning to end, and I feel like these flashbacks instead should have been compiled into just the beginning of the movie. They should have just been the beginning scenes of this movie from when Shang-Chi was young, when he was a little boy and a teenager, instead of having them spread out as flashbacks. I feel like it would have given us more development on Shang-Chi, on his parents, his sister, everybody, his whole family, because this movie really, it sticks to that of Shang-Chi with his family, especially him and his dad, but all we get of that relationship is just through flashbacks, and I feel like that just took away from that. Speaking of his dad, the Mandarin, this actor who plays the Mandarin, he was actually really good. I mean, I think he's very popular in Asia from what I'm hearing, and there's no surprise. And what I really like is that he didn't really seem like a complete generic villain where he's out for world domination or anything like that. It's really his ignorance that takes over him because he's trying to get back something due to a loss that he suffered, and it's his ignorance that takes him on a path where he's about to do something much worse. He's about to release something much worse, and that's where it takes away from him being a villain, because then we see that there's something that exists that's much more evil than you are, than him. So then it's like, okay, you're technically not the villain because there's something worse than you. And also, going back to the flashbacks, the fact that we have all these flashbacks, I feel like we didn't get that relationship, that connection between him and Shang-Chi as a father and son. That father-son dynamic relationship didn't really build up. It didn't really give me that tension that I was waiting for towards the end when they throw it down, because it's the end of the day, it's the final battle between father and son, but there was not enough built up to that. I feel like there was not really much connection, because the fact that we're just getting all these flashbacks. When you think about it, they interacted mostly when he was young, but the movie doesn't show you that from the very beginning. It's just spread out throughout from beginning to end. So really, you don't see them actually interacting until when he's older and his dad finds him. So that takes away from that. Also, I don't know who this guy is. The guy with the mask who's dressed in blue. Looks like he's wearing like a Jason mask. I don't know what his name is, but I feel like, yeah, he was kind of wasted. I mean, I don't know what's the deal with this character. I don't know anything about him. I feel like he was just there for the sake of having fight scenes. He reminded me of Taskmaster from Black Widow. Apparently Taskmaster is someone who's very recognizable, he's very popular in the comics. I don't know anything about it, but apparently from what I hear, it was such a disappointment, and I feel like maybe this is somewhat of a case with this character because I don't know nothing I want to know, but I feel like he was just there for the sake of just having him be there. Him or her, I don't know. But in the end, I will say that Shang-Chi is a VOD. I gotta admit I was disappointed, not completely, it's just in some things, but you know, I kind of just fell in between there, but I definitely want to see what they can do, what they will do with these characters, with Shang-Chi and the rest of the crew. I definitely want to see more of them. Alright, so Shang-Chi, if you've seen it or if you're gonna see it, go ahead and let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. And as always, smash that like button and the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time.